Alright guys, let's take a look at how we could wire up a demultiplexer. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to need some 7-segment displays. So if we go to our indicators guy here, we can grab our 7-segment displays. We're going to need 4 of these guys. So just make some copies here. Like that. Okay. Make sure we got enough room. Then we're going to need a demultiplexer, obviously. So we're going to go to your digital section down here at the bottom again. Go to multiplexers and demultiplexers, and we're going to grab this 139D here. Okay, that's our demultiplexer. So we can put this guy up here like that. Then we're also going to need some switches. So if you go to your switch section here, single pole, dual throw. Like always, we're going to rotate this guy around, make a copy, get 2 of those. Okay, so let's start by wiring some of this up, and then we will add some power and some resistors so that we can light up our displays here. Alright, so Y3 is going to go to this last one. Y2 is going to go to this guy here. Y1 is going to this one. And Y0 to this first one. Okay? So that is what is going to allow this guy to have power. Okay? So alright, let's keep going here. We're going to need a few grounds. So let's put get a ground going here, get one going here, then we'll probably need one at each of these 7-segment displays. And then we're also going to need some VCC. Remember, I like to flip these guys around, makes wiring a bit easier. We're going to want one up here, and then we're going to want one at every 7-segment display. Alright, then we're going to need a whole lot of resistors. Okay, so for this last one, we're going to need 5 resistors at 180. Change that to 180. Boom. Go ahead and make a copy of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Oops. Next one needs 5 as well. Copy, bring that over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like this next one needs 5 as well, so make 5 more copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next one is going to need 6. So we're going to make 6 copies over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so now we're going to wire these in. So the power goes into all of the resistors, just like that. So we're going to add power to, on this first 7-segment display, we're going to add power to every pin except for G. So we can go ahead and do that. Okay, good. And then don't forget your ground to the top of that. Go ahead and do that on all of them really quick. That way I don't forget. Awesome. The second one, all of them except for C and D. So we're going to skip C and D on this one. And this guy has got to go to all of these. Same thing here. Okay, and then the third one, all of them except for B and C. So we're going to skip B and, nope, don't want to wire straight to B. We're going to skip B and C. So go straight to D here. E, F, and G. And then this one needs power to all of its resistors. Wire that up really fast. Just like that. And then this one, we're not going to give any power to D and G. Okay, so we're going to skip D and G. Fantastic. So what do we got left to wire? We've got to wire our switches up. So wire voltage to the top of our switches here. And then we'll move this ground over here. Wire ground to the bottom of our switches. Oops, I did that incorrectly. So we want to wire to the top here, and then to the bottom we'll wire ground. So that's good. Switch 1 goes to A, switch 2 goes to B, and then ground here is going to go to G to enable, and it looks like we're going to need ground up here at the top too for our VCC. Just like that. Alright, so we've got something, looks like we should be able to get this guy to work. Next thing I'm going to do is I just want to add a couple indicators, digital indicators here for these so we can see what we've got, all of them. Alright. So let's go ahead and start this guy up. Start our simulation. Looks like we've missed something. Alright, so I had made a mistake here. We needed to change these from common anode to common cathode. So just go ahead and double click all of those and you can change them from CA to CC. And this will allow us to work here. Okay. And the reason we need to do that is, remember, your demultiplexers are inverted. So this is going to supply a ground up here instead. Okay. So power into the switch, power gives these, but it inverts it to a low and gives you things. So when I have low, something should be powered, and when I have high, it should not be powered. So with both offs of 0, 0, number 1 should be going, so it's got a low, which then powers this on. So that's an O. If If I switch this one, it should give me a 1, which then powers this guy here. Good, that looks like a P. If I go and I turn that one off and the next one on, gives me my third as a low, which powers this guy. And that is an E. And then if we turn them both on, we get an N. So this is O-P-E-N. It gives us all of our stuff. Okay, so that is just how you could, wire up a permanent open sign, right? You don't have any switches to change these letters. They're just wired up the way they are. And they will switch between on and off. Okay, so that's just how a demultiplexer works.